Yo, what's going on? Look, if you're somebody who's attempted to cut down on weed, especially if you're somebody who's had a problem with weed for multiple years and you're still attempting to cut down, stop it. Stop it, because you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. You're ruining your confidence. You're just wasting so much time, because if you was able to cut down, you would have fucking done it. And I'm not saying it's impossible to cut down. Like, it's not impossible. There are people out there who would pop up out of the woodworks and say, "Oh, I'll cut down on weed. I've only smoked weed for one day a week for the past 3 years." Like, yeah, there are gonna be some people out there who's actually cut down successfully, but it's very rare. It's very rare. If you're somebody who's attempted to do it multiple times, don't fucking waste your time doing it. Like, you're somebody who can't do it. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You would have been able to do it by now if you've been trying to cut down for 2, 3, 4 years. You can't do it. You have to fully remove it from your life. Because the thing is, look, I've tried to cut down multiple times back when I was smoking weed. I would say, I'm only going to smoke at nighttime. I'm only going to smoke on the weekend. I'm only going to smoke at the end of the month. I've tried all these fucking methods. I've tried so many of them. And I'm one of those people. I'm all in or I'm all out. It's either I smoke every day all the time or I never smoke. That's just me. Because sometimes I would be able to cut down for a certain period of time. Like, I would cut down for like maybe a week. I might be smoking in the evening. I might go 2 weeks. I might go 3 weeks. I'll be like, oh my God, I've got this under control now. Like, I'm able to just only smoke in the evenings and it won't interfere with my day. But then you will soon start smoking every day again. You will soon start smoking every day again. I mean, sorry, you'll soon start smoking in the daytime again. It will happen again, especially if you're somebody who's had the problem with weed before. If it's been a problem for years, it's always going to remain a problem. It's always going to be something. Every time you do it, you're going to feel that guilt, shame, regret. You know what I mean? So you're better off just fully removing it from your life, because when you fully remove it from your life, life is just so much better. For one, you don't even have to worry about it. It will no longer be a problem. It will no longer be a problem, because even when you cut down, you're still getting high. You're still getting high. You're still getting the effects of the weed. It's still slowing you down. It's still ruining your potential. It's still making you feel drowsy the next morning when you wake up. You know what I mean? So if you're somebody who has real strong goals, real strong ambition, weed shouldn't fit into your life. And don't compare yourself to these fucking rappers and these artists. Don't compare yourself to them, because if you're somebody who works a regular 9 to 5, trust me, weed is going to be a big obstacle in your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not going to help you with shit. And people say weed helps me with my stress, weed helps me with anxiety, weed helps me get to sleep. No, every way you think weed's helping you is actually backfiring on you. I've said this in the past few of my videos, and it's the fucking truth. It's actually backfiring on you, because you get dependent. So every time you feel stressed, you're like, oh, I need to smoke weed to calm down. So that's you run to it. That's your escape mechanism. If you're somebody who depends on weed to get to sleep, what happens when you haven't got weed? You're going to struggle to fall asleep. You're going to have sleepless nights. If you're somebody who smokes weed to control your anger, what happens if you can't get access to weed? You're just going to be an angry bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just going to be an angry bitch who can't control his anger because he ain't got a drug to fucking stimulate his mind. Like, you need to learn how to build self-control without a drug, without a substance, just pure mental strength. You need to learn that, because life is fucking tough. And if you keep depending on a drug to control your mood, that means the drug is literally controlling you. Literally, you're controlled by a drug. You're not in control. You need to take control, because trust me, I was a guy, when I used to get angry, when I used to get stressed, sad, like whatever feeling I was, it would always result to go into weed. Like, no matter what it was, if I was happy, having a good day, oh, let's get some weed. If I was sad, oh, I need to bun a zoot, get some weed. If I was angry, I need to smoke weed. Like, when you're at that point, you're an addict. And that was me. I was the guy. I was smoking every fucking day for 12, 13 years. From the age of 14, I started smoking, but from the age of 16, I was smoking every day until the age of 26. Every day. That's a good, let's call it a decade. I was smoking for a fucking decade every day and getting nothing out of it. I already knew from the age of 17 I shouldn't be smoking. Like, this isn't making me feel good. This makes me feel like shit. I already knew the negative effects weed had on me 1 year into smoking. I already knew it, and I still continued for another 9 years. Why? Because I was a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? It was just a habit. It was just a habitual thing. Like, it was just the norm. I couldn't imagine life without it, because at the beginning, yes, like when you first start smoking weed, it's fun, it feels good, you get the giggles, the munchies, you don't really get the negative effects. But when you're smoking every day for some time, I think usually for most people it probably takes about 6 months to really kick in, for people to realize, oh shit, like I'm feeling the negative effects, you know what I mean? But the sooner you actually clock the negative effects, the easier it will be for you to quit. Because once you're 2-3 years in, it's going to be hard to quit, man, when you've built a lifestyle, a routine around weed. You know what I'm saying? When you've built friendships based on weed, when you have a strong routine where you wake up every morning, you have your weed and your coffee, or you rush home after work to bun that zoot and play your video game and smoke one outside your window, or smoke one downstairs outside before you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying, bruv? And it's like when you're deep into smoking like that, it's gonna be really hard to stop when you've been smoking for years, man. But look, if you really want to quit smoking, I can definitely help you. I've quit. I've been clean since 2020. I haven't smoked weed. So I've been clean for 6 years. In 2023, I smoked weed for 4 days. I smoked weed for 4 days because I was drinking alcohol, I was using other substances. I smoked weed for 4 days, but I really quit in 2020. So that's a good 6 years I have not been a regular weed smoker. If you really want to quit smoking weed, I can definitely help you. Reach out to me on Instagram, Johnny Cherry, JOHNNYCHERRY_. Reach out to me on Instagram or book a phone call with me on the Calendly app. We can discuss your situation. I can tell you exactly where you're going wrong, and I'll help you.